Okay guys, so today we're going to talk about jiu-jitsu drills that you can use as part of your warm-ups or even drills that you can do at home as well. All of these are pretty simple to do and they will help you out with flexibility, explosiveness, muscle memory, and also speed. So let's get started. Now the first one we're going to talk about is shrimps, also known as hip escapes. Now even though the vast majority of practitioners do this in their daily warm-ups, a lot of people do them incorrectly, which can only form a bad habit. So let's take a look at the proper ways of doing it. Now when we begin this position, we want to make sure that our elbows are close to our ribs. Before you attempt to shrimp out, you want to make sure that your butt comes off the ground. This will greatly reduce the amount of friction from the mat. Also, it'll make you hipping out a lot smoother. Next, I get on my right hand side shoulder and use my opposite foot to push my hips back. Now notice how my arms are extended to frame. Also notice how far back I went with my hips. They need to reach shoulder level. Here's a couple of other point of views. Let's take a look at how I drill this with Flavio. Once Flavio hips out, notice that his arms are fully extended, allowing me to stop where I am. From another point of view, I step to the right, his hips come right off the mat, alleviating the stress from the mat. As he gets on his shoulder, opposite foot pushes away and keeps his frame. Now let's take a look at the second move we're going to do. Base stand and foot through. This is going to strengthen your base. It's going to allow you to get out of bad scenarios as well if you like to play turtle positions and they're on north-south. Let's take a look. Now before I take that step, I want to make sure I mimic myself grabbing my opponent's wrist for total control. Now once I take that step, notice how my head's tilted back. This is done on purpose for me to mimic getting out of bad positions. Here's other points of views. Now let's see this in drilling. As I go ahead and try to guillotine position on Flavio, he's going to go ahead and do the step out. The power generated from his neck is strong enough to be able to push my body off to the side, which puts him in a very positive position for him to spin around and take my back. Now let's take a look at hand walk and explode. Once my feet are in a steady position, I'm going to use my hand to start taking steps forward. Once I'm fully extended, I'm going to go ahead and do a push-up, get my hips back, and explode with a forward jump, making sure that my elbows are tucked in. Here are other points of views. Now let's take a look at how this can help us out in drill mode. Last and definitely not least, we're going to talk about partner triangles. This is excellent for loosening your hips and also building triangle memory. Let's take a look. Now before I start, I want to make sure I get a good grip on my opponent's wrist. Next, what I'm going to do now is get my hips all the way up and go side by side, mimicking a triangle position. You can do this over and over, loosen up those hips, and also get your cardio up. Special thanks to Professor Alan Teal for letting us record in his academy. Come train with us at any of our 2 locations. This video was recorded at Henzo Gracie Fort Lee, 2175 Lemoyne Avenue, Fort Lee, New Jersey. Have any questions, comments, or requests? Leave them in the comment section down below. If you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to check out our website at www.isbjjTV.com. Thanks for watching.